There we go. All right. So, appreciate everybody tuning in here for what's basically going to turn out being the winner circle of what happened here at the Roval here. Only 123 miles in, 54 laps around the track, but we'll go ahead and start with the driver who ended up coming away with another top five. We did have a couple drivers unable to make the interview session, so we'll go ahead and bring on Mr. LRS to kind of start things off here. And Luke, I mean, again, I know it's definitely not the top three that you wanted or anything of that nature here, but again, another solid top five finish for you here today. It seemed like there was a lot of on track strategy there towards the end. What was it that really had you up front? Did it really help having the qualifying up front, or what did you have in the setup to really give yourself another top five here tonight?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Ian. Congratulations, everybody else up here. I honestly think it was the setup that had me up there in the practice. I ran the fastest lap of the race by far, by 2.5 tenths over INF and then Weist and then SP. But I feel like it was just the setup. I like a loose car on the road course, so it was fun. I hate strategy races. I hate that races have to come down to that because I feel like we could have had a great battle if it was just all of us on pace up there. But unfortunately, it happened the way it did. And congratulations to everybody else. But yeah, I don't have much else to say unless you have some other questions.
Yeah, no, I think one of the bigger questions that I was going to have, because INF, we know that he finished ahead of you. He ended up pitting later than you and SP and a couple other drivers. But it really seemed that you guys, you, SP, and INF, you were all kind of in a battle there towards really the start of every stage and really halfway through each stage. What really helped you in the end try to kind of really break away there in that third stage? Was that pit break, or was it just something where you were just kind of capitalizing on his mistakes?
Yeah, INF just kept making mistakes, and I feel like me, INF, and SP were obviously very fast tonight. Weist was up there too. It was just, INF for some reason had no straightaway speed. I've never seen that before. Because the cars are pretty much equal in this game unless you make setup changes. He had like zero straightaway speed, and that's where we would capitalize. And me and SP thought that our strategy was going to work, just push as hard as possible, get as far out ahead of the people saving, and then you come into the pits and you take the fuel and you should come out around them and they'll probably run out. But somehow he saved 2 laps of fuel, he and Clater. Clater is really well known for that. So I just think, they played a good strategy. I feel like I played the right strategy for my circumstance. I feel like the same thing for SP. And I think that I wouldn't do anything different if it were to come up again.
Yeah, you definitely can't argue with results like that, especially if it comes down to fuel savings. Some guys, unfortunately, they were just better tonight. But again, Luke, appreciate your time here, coming away with another top five. I'm sure we'll probably talk to you again here very, very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. Congratulations on the win, Weist.
Of course. And then from there, for the first time in what feels like a long time, I know that he's been waiting. We talked about it earlier this week. He said that he wanted to finally make the stage. He finally does end up finding a way, getting into the top three, ends up getting past INF, comes home third. SP, I know you've been kind of waiting deep down for this moment. You're finally here, my friend, coming home with the third place at the Roval.
Yeah, I told you I was going to get a top three. I told you I'd see you up here. I got my SPG shirt and hat, on, and because I signed with Trackhouse. So thank you, Alex, who actually put faith in me. In the beginning, say he didn't want me, but here I am. So no, I mean, that race was okay. We had a good car. INF was probably the faster car, but like Luke said, I mean, stage 3, he just lost all that straightaway speed and he had nothing left. Really, it was weird. Like, I've never seen that before. INF's usually one of the guys who can lap a whole field, 2 cars or 25 cars, it doesn't matter. So he's one of those guys who are one of the best in the business. So to see him struggle a little bit tonight was a little weird. But I don't know. We had a really good car. We had the best strategy, I felt like, for us at least. I know we're good at saving fuel, but my fault to Luke and me was to come down pit road when we did and come through the field. I said that it's going to be close. I said maybe they'll be able to save, and they were able to, but we were able to capitalize and beat a lot of good guys tonight, and we're able to get good finishes. But yeah, I mean, kind of sucks we didn't get the win tonight because that's what we came here for. You'll see a lot more of me hopefully in January, but yeah, I don't know how many more races I'll be doing for the rest of the year. So good start from us tonight, and we'll see if we can build on that for sure.
And speaking of being able to build on that, you came away with a second there in stage number one, come away with a nice win there in stage number two, and then you followed up here with a top three finish. What changes did you see that you needed to make in your car between stage one and stage two? Because, like you said, INF, he had the power to really run away from the field, able to make things work. He had built a very significant gap, but in stage two and stage three, it definitely felt that you had the better car.
Yeah, I did about maybe 30 laps with practicing with Luke and some other guys throughout the whole week, and just kind of seeing what they were doing, what was different from what I was doing, and try to change what I was doing to do what they're doing because they're a lot faster. And it kind of worked. Like I said, made some adjustments, tire pressure adjustments, made some wedge adjustments, very slight on the wedge, but the car was really loose. Stage one, really couldn't put the throttle down, and just me being a little nervous because I haven't been in Cup on a road course since last season. So I really wanted to take my time, and still got the season jitters, the beginning jitters, just yeah, we just made changes all night. We were trying to get to where we needed to be, and we got to where we needed to be. Just like I said, ran out of time there at the end. I felt like if there was another lap or two, I know we would have had the win, or at least been very close to it. Like I said, sucks being this close. Sucks being on the good strategy. Just these field strategy races, man, they suck the life out of you sometimes. I don't know. I really wanted that bad. But like I said, there'll be more opportunities for me next few weeks. I probably won't be racing here and there. We'll have another driver in the 99 for a while, and when I officially come for full time for the remainder of the year in January, I'm ready to kick some butt, and who knows? We'll see how many wins we can get.
Yeah, well, again, still a solid performance either way. Coming home with a second and first, you obviously come home third. You get your podium, and I mean, we've talked about it. I'm sure we'll probably see you again here very, very shortly, my friend.
Oh, I know that. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it.
Of course, buddy. So again, Nick Jensen coming home third, and then we'll go ahead bring on the winner. He ends up starting all the way back in 25th position in a place where not a whole lot of people would really be able to find the stomach to try to work their way through a 24 car field, and then on top of that, have a fuel saving performance like our winner here, Mr. Lance Peterson. I know that you've had a heck of a run here today. What was it about that last stage that really made you say that, hey, we're in this fight, I can push this just a little bit further?
Well, to be able to save that much, I mean, we were probably two and a half laps short. You do have to somewhat have a fast car, and I knew from the previous stage that I did have that, and I was going to be able to compete. And I used some of the experience I got from the truck race yesterday. That ended up being a fuel mileage race as well. So I knew it was possible if you just had to fight it. So basically, it took a lot of like patience and everything because it was going to be close on fuel and tires. I just kept it in a higher gear all the way around the track, and was very, very easy with the steering. And was the most important thing was just patience. That's all that really takes. Me being on a controller, it is pretty difficult to save like that, but I find on road courses I'm pretty good at it. So everything just kind of played in my hands.
Yeah, it definitely did. And then again, just kind of talk us through it because, again, starting all the way back in 25th, it really felt like you were able to really just kind of weave your way through the field. And you were already up in the top 10 within about 3 laps here. So was it just something where you were just using other people's mistakes, or were you just using something that you learned in the truck race last night to really be able to make up those spots as quickly as you could?
It was definitely a little bit of both. I would basically go wherever everybody wasn't. I would just wait for them to go wide on the exit of the corner, and I would have to run a different line. And I was just able to take advantage of it early. I made a couple mistakes there. I had to start back over, but for the most part, everything went relatively smoothly. And sorry, I'm a little sick. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to work through it.
Yeah, No, and trust me, I get the sickness type thing. It seems like it's hitting everybody across the world right now at the same time with the weather changes and everything else going on. But I guess the last question I'll pose to you, because now we've seen you, now you've won in Cup, you've won in Xfinity, you've done fantastic in the trucks. I mean, what more do you feel like you have to accomplish here over these next 8 weeks before we get to the playoffs?
Primarily, I just want to stay consistent and stack as many playoff points because, that's when it matters. The playoffs, nothing matters until you get to the playoffs, as long as you actually make it. So I just want to get there and stack as many points as I can. Try to be consistent, which I have struggled with in the trucks, unfortunately. And just see how far we can go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, crucial 5 points. You're already locked into the playoffs here at the Cup Series, and if tonight's any kind of an indication, it's going to make for a very, very interesting end of the season. But Lance, again, congratulations on the victory. Go get yourself a cough drop or something. Go get yourself feeling better. We'll probably end up talking to you here in a couple weeks' time.
No kidding. Thank you, man.
Of course. So, and with that, that is going to bring an end to everything here from the Roval. Appreciate everybody tuning in through twitch.tv/ENC McClintock. Again, we are still trying to work out the issues here with StreamYard, just trying to make everything work to see what is going to be best as far as the broadcast goes for you guys here in the near future. But again, appreciate everybody tuning in. We are going to be off next week with the holiday, so of course we want everybody to stay safe. Go enjoy some great times with your loved ones, eat some great food, make some fantastic memories, because again, at the end of the day, you only have one life to live. Live it up, go enjoy it, make something of it. At the end of the day, all these guys, they're good friends, they're good guys. It is a game. It is what it is. We all do this for fun, but again, family will always come first, so please go enjoy your time with your family, with any loved ones that you can. And until 2 weeks from now, when we are back at the regular Charlotte Oval, appreciate everybody tuning in here on the UTLR Live Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and everything else. Again, we're hopefully going to have everything figured out as far as the stream goes. But until then, appreciate everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you in 2 weeks' time at Charlotte, and happy Thanksgiving.